Hello, everyone, and welcome to Intuitive Healing. This is Parna Bakaya, and today we are going to do a 2023 love, romance, wedding, celebration reading for the sun sign of Capricorn for the coming year 2023. So, whatever it is, whatever desire it is that you have in mind, in your heart with regards to your love life, whatever it is that you want to manifest, whatever dreams you have, whether it's a proposal that you want to get, whether it's marriage that you want to be in, or if you want looking for a more in-depth relationship with your current partner, or you're looking to find a new partner, whatever it is that you want for your love life, whatever goals you have for 2023 with regards to your love life, just hold that thought, Capricorns, and we'll see what messages and guidance come out for you. So I'm going to draw out 12 cards, one for each month for the coming year. And let's begin. And before we begin, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It means a lot. We have a lot of people around us who, everyone has a zodiac. So feel free to share abundantly. And don't forget to subscribe. It's absolutely free. All right, so let's begin. Messages for the sun sign of Capricorn for the year 2023 for love. Let's see what comes out for you. Okay, that card doesn't want to come out. Stuck there. Messages for the sun sign of Capricorn. All right, cards seem to be a little stuck, Capricorns. What's going on? That sometimes happens when there's anxiety about knowing what's in future. Just relax, take a few deep breaths, let the guidance come to you so that you can use it to the best of your advantage. Okay, messages for the sun sign of Capricorn for the year 2023. Messages for the sun sign of Capricorn for the year 2023. All right. That's it. Okay. Sun sign of Capricorn for the year 2023. Messages. Whoa, now they're coming out flying, which is lovely. So the ones that drop out usually are cards which are really wanting to be heard. And so there are special messages for you that really want to just get across to you so you don't miss them. So that's really wonderful. So we're done with half of the year. Keep your thought, intentions, focus going on. Messages for the sun sign of Capricorn for the year 2023. Messages for the sun sign of Capricorn for the year 2023. Messages for the sun sign of Capricorn for their love life for the year 2023. So oopsie. So let's keep that one there. Sorry about that. Usually doesn't happen, I promise. You can watch my other videos to check that. I would really like that. All right. Messages for the sun sign of Capricorn for their love life. One more to go. Messages for the sun sign of Capricorn for their love life for 2023. All righty. Let me just arrange them a little properly so everything's in focus. And then let's begin. Okay, then. So let's see. All right. So this is a major arcana card to begin with. So you're starting with a bang for sure. But it's a quiet bang. What that means is that you're being guided to listen. When this card comes up, it means, Capricorns, that it's not just a January card. Of course, this is in alignment with the time that it's coming out in. So yes, you're being guided to listen in the month of January. But what this card means is that you're also going to, in the long term, have to develop that habit of listening more, right? Now, with Capricorns, it can sometimes happen that you are very good with emotions, high on emotional, sensitivity. But sometimes you can also tend to get very attached to your point of view, okay? And the other points of view might seem completely wrong to you. And right now it's not saying that what you're thinking is right or it's wrong, but this card is simply saying that you have to be a good listener. All right. This is not the time for you to take action. Like there are some messages which say spring into action, don't procrastinate, don't think too long, before trying something out. This is not one of those. This card, when it comes out, it's a major arcana card, talks about major life events, major beliefs in your life. major ways of living life. So when this card comes up, you're being asked to, you're being guided to work on your listening ability. Listen to other people, listen to what they're saying. Maybe you're able to, maybe you get a different insight or view, which is different from you, but maybe you learn a lot from that experience. Because if you're not going to be able to be a good listener, eventually, if you just want to keep sharing your side of the story, then eventually it's going to become very lopsided energetically, right? And there has to be give and take in every relationship. In a romantic relationship, as equals, as partners, is it's not like a parent-child relationship where it's a given that it's lopsided and parents are supposed to take care of children and so on and so forth. In this, there's equality, or at least there should be. And if you're not a good listener, eventually your partner might get tired of just listening to you all the time. So you are being guided to develop your listening abilities. If you've already been working on that, then this is an assurance, validation from the universe that you're headed in the right direction, and continue doing that. Continue working on your listening skills, listening abilities. Be patient. Don't take any action right now. This is not a time to take any action or major decisions. No. Wait and listen and watch. All right. After that, you're being guided to speak. So once you do that, once you've listened enough, you've heard everyone's point of view, and you don't know which side to go in your relationship, maybe there are major decisions about separation, or maybe giving somebody another chance, or moving in with somebody, or moving with them if they're getting a job somewhere else. All of that is happening. You're being asked to listen to other people's advice. Eventually you will have to speak up. Okay, or if you're somebody who speaks too much and is being asked to listen, and if that's true to your scenario, then in that case you're being asked to work on your throat chakra to balance that energy. So in communication also, there has to be give and take. A lot of people struggle with assertiveness issues. They struggle with being able to speak their mind, speak what they're feeling, and unfortunately it comes off much later in a passive aggressive way, which never works very well because it's not taken very seriously. So if you're on that end of the continuum where you struggle with assertiveness, then you're being asked to speak up, understand everybody's point of view, understand your partner, then eventually speak up. If you feel that you're at the other end of the continuum where you speak a lot, are being guided to listen, then try and work on your throat chakra to make that speaking calmer, less blunt. Right now, because at times if you are hurt, Capricorns can tend to be a little lopsided in the judgment, or I would say that happens to all of us though, but bluntness can happen, and it can happen to anyone, any zodiac. So if you're at that end of the continuum, you've got to work a little on it. Now, if you don't know about chakra system, throat chakra, we have 7 major chakras in our body, plenty, but 7 major. And this one, like the name suggests, is around our neck and associated with ears, neck, mouth, the ENT area, but throat chakra. And this is the color associated with the throat chakra. If you don't know much about it, you can, obviously there's a ton of information on Google. You can look it up there. You can also take out a printout of any image you find on Google of throat chakra and put a color printout in your wall. If you like meditating, then you can, of course, imagine sending energy to this chakra in that beautiful color. Even looking at that picture in the wall, if breathwork is not something you can manage, or meditation is not something, it's not your cup of tea, then even looking at that wall for a few seconds every day will energize your throat chakra. So be a good listener and work on your speaking ability as well. Both need to be balanced. After that, this is again a major arcana card. So there is some kind of work that's going on in your current love life. And I think there is some debate of separation or leaving that's coming to mind. And you are debating about that. And this card can refer to letting go. It does refer to letting go whatever's not working for you. And that letting go is for your best and highest good, assured. Now, that letting go can be painful if it's a breakup, because nobody likes it. It can be very, very heavy and daunting, but be rest assured that when this card comes up, it's asking you to let go whatever's not working for you. So now you have to come into action, not there you start speaking up, little bit action, and eventually you come into action. You're like, okay, this is not working for me, and I'm going to let it go now. Now, if it's not a technical breakup, if you're still, this can also refer to being in the same relationship with the same partner, but you let go of whatever's out of your control. You surrender the relationship to the universe, because eventually the only person we can change is ourselves. So if something is out of control, out of your control, and you just can't take care of it, and you've carried this burden on for years on your chest, on your head, or even a few months, or even a few days. If you've just carried this burden for too long and you're feeling heavy, you're like, this is not helping me in my life, I don't need this extra stress in my life, I'm going to let it go. And you're going to let this go. So in by the time of March, you're going to be letting go of whatever gunk negativity is holding you back from creating the love life of your dreams that you want to, from being a happy person. You're going to let that all go away. So it's heavy for sure. It's quite an intense beginning, not going to lie or try to make it subtle. It's quite an intense beginning, but you're heading towards the right track. Okay. There's not too much of crazy active conflict or anything there. You're being asked to listen, take different views into perspective, eventually speak up, speak your mind, speak your heart, and then let go of whatever's not working for you. Once you do that, it's going to be hard, it's going to be challenging, and you're being asked to just breathe. So it is going to be fine for sure. You'll be fine. Love life for the future will be fine. You just have to breathe through this difficult time, because think of it this way, that if you've been carrying something in your heart and mind for a long time, and it makes place over there, okay, like it makes place over there, it settles there. And if you've been carrying on these negative beliefs for a very long time, they make their home in your head and heart. Now, when you release them, all of a sudden, it takes time because the roots are deep, right? So it'll take time for you, after such heavy work that you do with yourself, for your self esteem, for your self worth. It is going to increase, but it'll take you time to feel okay about it and feel settled about it, which is normal. But you are headed down the right path. You're not doing anything by letting go or whatever's not working for you. You are being suggested, guided to let go whatever's not working for you. If it's a relationship, a particular person, or certain stress and worry about that relationship that you've been carrying on for a long time, just breathe through it. This card typically does, of course, mean breath work. If you can do that even for 5 minutes a day, Capricorns, it would do you a lot of wonder, bring you a lot of calmness and groundedness, which you'll need after such work. But if you can't do that, then just remember that this is going to pass. This too shall pass. And this is not a major arcana card. So this is not major, major time message for here to say, stay. These two are major arcana cards. So once you develop a habit of listening, you'll develop it for good, and you'll just have to keep encouraging that in yourself. And this time when you release whatever's not working for you, you will take a stand for yourself, that I am going to respect myself, I'm going to love myself, and I'm going to only and only do what is for my best and highest good. And you're going to take that stand with the universe, God, whatever you believe in. Now, when I say that, it means that you're going to send a very clear message across to the universe that this is what I want, this is what I can handle, and this is something I cannot compromise on. And when we send clear message across to the universe, we get very clear answers in return. When we're like, should I leave this person? Should I not? Should I stay? Universe can't give you clear answers as well, because you're sending across very confused energy. So you kind of get back confused answers as well. Unfortunately, if you send clear messages to the universe, you get very clear energetic answers as well. So you take a stand for yourself there, and you start seeing improvements happen. See, didn't I say? So you never can make this stuff up. So the way it's going, you're going to find joy and stability around the time of May. Yes, the first few months, first three, I would say, typically are heavy. In April, you'll find yourself stabilizing, but it'll take some while. And then you'll find the joy and stability that you've been wanting. Okay. First of all, you'll find it within yourself to begin with. You'll find that you're a happy person, and happy people are always seen as more attractive to other people. So it increases your chance to receive more love, to be seen as more attractive, energetic by your partner, or a possibly new person that you're seeking out. So by May, your feelings will settle down. Of course, long-term changes have long-term effects, but your feelings will typically stabilize around this time, and you'll start feeling that youthfulness, that joyousness that somehow has been lost so far. And I'm assuming that if this is coming up now, you're going through a tense time, as I'm doing this reading right now in November, and December won't be too different either, I guess. So you're going to find that in the month of April and May. And I always say that none of the months are ever going to be the same for any zodiac, for any person, right? They can't be all unhappy, they can't be all happy. And the whole point of doing the card reading ahead of time is to utilize this message and to know that, okay, this is something that's going to happen around the time of March. I'm going to feel a certain way. So you can prepare yourself to deal with it better. Get the resources in terms of friends, family, support, whatever you need, distraction, classes, joining classes, doing something else, coursework, whatever it is that you need to keep yourself stable at that point of time. So you can plan accordingly because you have a good few months to do so. So it gets even better in the month of June. So solar plexus chakra, again, we're talking about the chakra systems. It is associated with the stomach area, the intestinal area. And this is the chakra which is responsible for a lot of joy, a happiness, but also on the other hand, if it's not working properly, it's responsible for not I wouldn't say responsible, but it stores anger, specifically negativity, emotions, pain, hurt that you've experienced in the past. So this is the time after you find some, stability, you're being guided to work on your anger. You can do that in any which way, whatever works for you. Sometimes I like to take like those swimming noodles. You can take one of those or something like a pillow and just bash it on your bed. You can do that. And the swimming noodle was a great idea. That one of my lovely friends gave me. And or you can even, take one of those, book yourself in one of those smash games and take it all out, or breath work, whatever, or distraction or skills like cooking, gardening, whatever it is that works for music, reading. But you got to take that anger out because it's going to fester, and we don't want that. All right. And then we don't want that whatever future you have, whether with a new person or the same person, you keep bringing the past into the present. We don't want that, right? None of us, nobody wants that. You don't want that. So work on your solar plexus chakra. Again, the same way, bright yellow, sun yellow, gold yellow is associated with solar plexus chakra. And you can take a printout of that image from Google and put it up on your wall. If you can do breath work and imagine that color going into your stomach, intestinal area, amazing, nothing like it. But you got to release the anger and hold the thought that you're letting go of anger. You're letting go of anger because it's very reasonable for us as human beings to develop anger when things don't work out a certain way, right? When life has been harsh. It's a very, very normal reaction. But when you hold on to it for a very long time, then it starts to work against you within your body. And that is not normal. We don't want that because that starts hampering what you want to do in your life, right? So yes, something happened with somebody else. You developed a lot of anger, but it's fine. Yes, you did. Totally justified. Now let it go. Let it go, right? You got to release that anger. You don't want to hold it in your body. Nothing nice comes from that negativity. Once you do that, see how it's improving? It's time to give and receive love. So you will feel little you'll probably feel a little doubtful with in terms of receiving, sharing love because you've been through heartbreak earlier on. And see there's a little crack here in the center, and but it's glowing, right? So you're going to heal from this pain, you're going to come out from this pain, and you're being asked to trust and give and receive love. Now it could be with the same partner because maybe they're working on it, because you put your foot down over here, you said either this way or this got to change. And there is breath work, there is stability after that, you're releasing anger. So it's definitely going the positive way. The heaviness was January, February, March, and it's getting better after that, easier I would say after that. Better, I wouldn't say this is not better because this is essential for your love life to improve, Capricorn. You've got to release the gunk that's not working in your love life. So it's essential in that sense. It's a beautiful card, as tough as it might be. Now you're being asked to trust here and communicate and be willing to receive the love and give the love. As hard as it may be, you'll get there, but you've got to do all of this first. The future cards always depend upon the ones that have gone before, and these messages can keep getting a bit delayed if you don't work on them, right? So you're being guided. It's safe for you to trust. It's safe for you to give and receive love. It's safe for you to share your love. Also, never put your eggs in one basket. I say that to everybody, regardless of the sun sign. Never put your eggs in one basket. Make sure that you don't make your partner the center of your universe and you're spinning around your partner. Don't do that. Because if you have a fight with that one person and they're your everything, where would you go, right? So we have to have our resources, and friendships are equally important. In fact, friendships are beautiful because they don't carry that charge, that heavy charge of a romantic relationship. It's just very chill with friendships mostly, right? So, and if you happen to be a very good friend with your partner in your relationship, amazing, excellent, but still spread the love. Talk to other people, friends, family, go out with them, enjoy with them and your partner, but spread the love. Go out as well and give and receive love. You don't have to get limited in receiving love from just one person, right? Yes, of course, if it's a monogamous relationship in terms of romantic love from one person, yes, you're limiting yourself there. But other than that, with friends, with family, with siblings, if you have children, with them, just enjoy your time. Increase the well of love that you have within you. Increase that happiness within you. Even by yourself, increase that happiness within you. And something will happen around the time of, what is this, May, June, July, August, where you'll see it as a competition with your partner. There'll be some conflict. Again, this is not a major arcana card, so it's not here to stay for good. Something temporary, but you might get reminded of the issues that have been there in the past. And you might get reminded of, oh my God, this person is going along the same road. But you're being guided over here to listen from your heart, okay? And not your head. Your ego will take over here. And you don't want that to happen. So you're being guided. And like I said, the whole point of doing these readings ahead of time is to see that something like this is going to pop up around that time. So you can be watchful, you can be careful. And when that happens, you have to not think of who's going to win, who's going to lose, because in blame game, maybe yes, technically one person wins, but the relationship loses and then both people lose, right? So blame game doesn't have to be there. Maybe you or your partner, either one of you is going to see something as winning or losing. Someone has to take a step back. Do not fall into the trap of the blame game. Don't encourage it. Don't fall into the trap of it. It's going to be okay. Everyone has conflicts. Like I say, all months can't be hunky-dory and all months can't be sad as well or too challenging as well. It's going to keep shifting. It's going to keep changing. So you have to not see something as winning or losing. It's going to be very temporary if that conflict is there. And you have to see it from your heart side, from your inner eye, from your inner wisdom, not from your ego and head. Otherwise, it can, not will, but it can exponentially blow out of proportion. I think it is kind of blowing out of proportion, if I can be very, very bluntly honest here. You are refusing to see the other person's point of view when this comes up. Your inner eye, you have to open your inner eye. You are too guarded, too shielded. You just don't want to look at what's blindly staring at you. All right. And again, you're being asked to listen. This is your, so basically what I see, what I feel is happening is that you were doing amazing work on yourself, and then it started bringing results, and probably you slacked off a little bit, and then issues are coming up again. So don't forget to constantly work on your throat chakra and solar plexus chakra, all just not just in February and the month of June, but throughout the year, even if you can take out a couple of minutes. Some confusion, some conflict you're having with your partner where you're just not, or in your life that's going on about your love life, where if you're single, you're just not willing to see what's literally written on the wall. You're being too guarded. If you are single, then again, this reading means that you've got to listen to other people, listen to whatever options are available out there, to speak up for what you think is right and wrong. Release the past, release your exes from your love life. Do a lot of breath work. You will find somebody new, some joy and stability around the time of May. Maybe some proposal, maybe some kind of nice celebration. Work on your anger. So this reading goes both ways, if you're single or not. You are being guided to trust, and if you found somebody new, engage in conversation, engage in love with them. If there are some battles, don't see them from your ego, otherwise they will just be losing and losing. You are being guided to take this shield off, take this helmet off, and listen to what's really going on around you. You have to look. Ignoring it is not going to do anything. Like I said, sometimes Capricorns do have a tendency to get very married and attached to their beliefs, like they would just, you can tend to cling to it, right? Don't do that. This is probably happening around this time. Once you do that, you're opening up, you're too tired fighting with your partner, with yourself. You're going to get tired and you'll want to rest. And that's good. At least you've given up. You've given up the sword, you've given up the shield. You're like, no more battle. So August and September are tough times for you, challenging. But then none of them are major arcana cards, so none of them are major life events. Temporary events which are happening, and you're going to finally get tired. So one thing which I found in my experience can take over anger is fatigue. When we're too tired, the body gives up. So this will happen after fighting continuously, and you're going to want to rest and reconsider your options, reconsider what you're doing wrong, what your partner's doing wrong. You're going to actually finally look at it in new light, because here you're refusing to look. You're not interested. You're not interested in understanding it. Even if you are, you're too busy with the conflict. So there is rest and reconsidering your options around the time of October, and let's see what that brings. A lot of clarity of belief. So things start getting very, very clear. Look at this beautiful butterfly, right? Heart healing. Hand is here on the heart. The heart is healing. Beautiful energy all around you. So finally you start understanding, okay, this is what's not working for my relationship. Okay, this is what's working for my relationship, for my love life. These are the beliefs that I might have picked up sometime in childhood or later on, which are, maybe hindering attracting love into my life or creating some sort of problem. So you'll get a lot of clarity and understanding after these few months, typically after October. Just because you're going to rest and reconsider, weigh all your options, you'll get a lot of clarity as to what will make your love life really become smooth and joyous. And once you do that, this is a major arcana card again, and you're ending with that. You're beginning with a major arcana card, ending with a major arcana card. Look at this heart in a cage here, right? This means that you have to, when this card comes up, major arcana card, it's talking of, again, yes, it's come up in the month of December, but it's talking of you working on mastering your ability of practicality, emotionality, femininity, masculinity, yin and yang. Balance your head and heart, essentially. You got to balance it out. Thinking too much from the heart, getting married to certain perspectives, not going to be very good. Thinking from the ego or too much from the head, not being emotional enough, not going to be good either. So you got to balance this out. And these are major arcana cards. Like I said, this. When you work on this is more or less permanent. Of course, you've got to keep working, but these are not just month cards. Of course, they indicate that they'll happen around that particular timeline, but they are there to bring about major life changes for the better in your life. So definitely a lot of work going on for you, Capricorn, in 2023, but good work. Heavy, maybe, yes, difficult, yes, but good work, because you are moving towards a lot of clarity with what really works for your love life, what really makes you happy, what goals you have, what can be accomplished, and what you need to let go and surrender, right? So that is a generic reading for the sun sign of Capricorn for the year 2023 for love, romance, proposal, celebration, wedding. And like I said, it's a generic reading. If you have any questions, please let me know. Feel free to ask. But if you want a more in-depth personal reading, feel free to reach out as well. And before you go, do not forget to, oops, didn't mean to do that. Got excited. Sorry. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like and share the video. Lots of love to you. I'll be here with a different video tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye for now.